I, 35M, failed to lose my virginity to an 23F escort. Need advice on how to date? I'm a 35-year-old bald, fat, ugly but rich virgin. I considered using an escort for the longest time and did it last week. Found her off a website and paid $400 for an hour. The first thing she did when I got naked was poke at my stomach fat and say, "Someone's hungry." That got me super self-conscious and I couldn't perform at all. I couldn't even get into her. I could see she was getting frustrated, so I apologized and left after 20 minutes. This has just got me even more down, haha. I know I'm not attractive at all, but I didn't expect someone I was paying to point that out. I'm probably too sensitive and could have laughed it off too, but I was already incredibly nervous. How do I get confidence to get a real woman to like me? Are you at least funny with a good sense of humor? Your mindset is completely off. You need to rethink how you approach life, my man. No good woman is going to like you if you don't respect yourself and have a healthy sense of self-esteem. I greatly encourage you to use some of your wealth to talk to a registered psychologist to work through the psychological traps you're in, and a good life coach to help you discover your passions and what you're good at. How to live a fulfilling life. This is the bare minimum you need for the average person to like you as a person, let alone romantically and to date. You can achieve this and it is so worth it. But doing so does not guarantee a woman will fall in your lap. For that you need to practice your social skills and build a healthy social circle. A good coach should be able to help you with this. So stop paying for escorts and start paying for people that will actually help you live a life you want to live. Good luck. You can do this. Try not to get swindled by charlatans. They are out there will take advantage of you and your money. It's worth finding the right people. I cannot believe she did that. That's atrocious. Some people have said this already, but I'm going to repeat it. Everyone is into something different. Physically, I am a porn star and people expect me to only want to be with super hot guys with huge dicks. When it comes to my dating life, I love chubby dad bods and regular to smallish dicks. That's my thing. It's what turns me on. Don't try to turn yourself into the current male beauty standard. Be healthy in the body you have, whatever size or shape it is. Be the best you. Yes, that's easier said than done. Long-term goals, I guess. Therapy can help with building self-esteem and confidence. I'd recommend seeing a stylist now and buying a few key items so you look, feel good while working with a trainer. Resist the stylist once you're at your goal weight. Work with a trainer. For the trainer and therapist, you may have to try a few before you find one that you click with. I also heard a story on Reddit about a man who paid for an escort but only wanted to take her to dinner so he could practice talking IRC. He had a stutter. And building confidence. Also try Meetup, join people who share your interests and make some new friends. The escort you originally hired wasn't very professional and I'm sorry she did that. If you're rich, you should pay for a personal trainer if you don't already. And a stylist. Edit. Trainer for at least 6 months before stylist if your body is going to be changing shape dramatically. Unless you're really rich. Hire a better escort, probably one your age for starters. How do I get confidence to get a real woman to like me? Your problem is that you clearly don't like yourself. You are insecure, which affects your confidence, and women can feel that too. You won't just become confident by not doing anything. You might not like it, but if this really matters to you, then get fit. That's gonna make you feel very confident and solve most of your problems. It will make you look a lot more attractive. I mean, you said you are rich, so losing weight should be easier for you. You can afford a good person trainer. You can afford good high-quality meals. You can even afford to get drugs to lose weight, like Wegovy, phentermine, etc. You have so many opportunities to become attractive if you have money. And if you're bald, you can even get hair transplant surgery if you want to. Although I think getting fit on its own would make you look more attractive. If you can pay $400 for 20 minutes, pay a personal trainer for a couple of weeks, get a lifestyle plan and see a therapist, 6 months of self-care and you'll be a whole new person. Dude, the escort was a real woman. You have money. Why not use it to improve other areas of your life? Get a gym membership. Hire a chef. Sign up for a pre-planned meal program. Find a dietitian. Get a stylist. Get a hair transplant. Get a high-quality toupee. Invest in skincare. Get braces if needed. Get a therapist. Some combination of those fixes most of your ugly problems if you're really rich. And wanna go the extra mile, then plastic surgery is a thing but probably unnecessary. Seems weird you claim to have money and use none of it to improve your quality of life. Like, what's the point then? Gonna just bury yourself with it when you die? I'll give the brutally honest answer. Don't put too much stock into sex. It's nice, but not this life-changing thing. Forget about it for a bit. Throw yourself into a hobby. Get self-worth that's not tied to sexual prowess. Then circle back to it later. If you are rich, hiring a personal trainer and start by changing your life. Brother, if you're rich, help yourself. I don't mean to be an asshole, but all tough love. Try to lose weight. Try to make yourself look handsome. Have confidence, because confidence builds character. As soon as you do that, only then you will realize you can get any lady you like with just some game. The ladies love a confident man with a positive attitude. What that escort girl did was not professional on her side, but I'd take it in a funny way, laugh it off, and make my money back. Tears of joy. You got this, dude. Just be positive and confident and you will notice that. Once you embrace yourself, it doesn't matter about ugly or cute. Be you, but the best version of you. And watch what happens. Go to a bar and start buying rounds? In my drunken late 20s I would have signed up for that, lol. If you're rich, pay for hair treatment, nutritionalist, cook, personal trainer. You'll notice a huge difference in 6 months. Get in shape. You're already rich. Hire a trainer and a nutritionist. Once you're fit, you won't need to hire a hooker. If you're ugly but fit and rich, you're good. You want an ugly off, mate? I'll beat you every single day. I'd show you a photo to prove it, but no matter how rich you claim to be, nobody has the money for the phone screens that would crack. But you know what nobody has ever told me? That I'm ugly. Want to know why? I can't hear you because that's not the way this sort of communication works. But I'm gonna assume you're nodding. The reason is simple: I see my worth. Let me elaborate. You've come here and the first thing you've listed is what you see as your faults. Read through again and look for the first thing that you've said about yourself that could be taken as slightly positive. Do you see it? It's you talking about having money. There is nothing else you've listed about yourself that you see as positive, and that leads me to a simple question. Do you even like yourself? Let me go back a paragraph to where I said I know my worth. In that same paragraph I told you that I was ugly to the point I'd be willing to bet without meeting you that I'm the uglier of us. Now that doesn't sound like someone who knows his worth, does it? And yet you can feel the quiet confidence in my words that says there's more to me than a face that turn milk to cheese, like we're living in a 1940s cartoon. Without needing a list of the things that I think are good about me. When I tell you that I know my worth at the end of a paragraph talking about how ugly I am, you know I'm not insulting myself with that. You know I'm talking about being worth more. And part of you wishes you could feel that. Pick up your phone or laptop or whatever, and take this comment over to a mirror. I want you to look in that mirror and find something that you like about yourself. Not something that you think others might like, but something that you like about yourself. Take your time. It can be difficult to start with, especially if you've viewed yourself negatively for God knows how many years. Once you've got that, write it down, and then stay at the mirror and tell yourself that this is something good about you and therefore something you can give to the world. And I don't care if it's the way a single part of your beard curls. This is your gift to the world that starts by being a gift to you. The next day you're going to do it again and you're going to stay there until you have a different thing. Do it for a week or however long it takes you to get 7 of them. Write down each one. Then the next day go over the things you like and thank yourself for having them. And then find something new. Once you've got those 7 little things you like about yourself, you can look for the first thing you want to change. I'm guessing that it's going to be weight from how you've reacted to having your belly touched. But don't let me lead you. Every day you keep going back to that mirror and thanking yourself for those things you like and appreciating who you are and how they affect you. You build confidence over those, and you'll start to see your worth. And when you're seeing your worth, it's easier for you to work on the things that you do want to change. So now you're working on what you want to change about yourself and you're keeping up on affirmations and training yourself to see the things you like about yourself. All that helps you build confidence even more, which you can use to accept the things you don't like but that are outside your ability to change. Confidence that doesn't fall into arrogance can be one of the sexiest things you'll ever experience. It can disguise your flaws to others simply because you're not focused on them and telegraphing with a million micro-expressions that they should also focus on them. Meanwhile, you're working on the things you can change. So now you're not just confident but showing progress to the people around you who will see this person literally getting better in front of their eyes. Stronger sense of self. Confidence that's alluring. You'll eventually find people are drawn to you and it'll likely become endemic around the time that you no longer care if people do come to you as you're living a good enough life yourself that these things don't matter. Take it from an ugly guy who's never really felt it. Your future can be bright and it all starts with an uncomfortable yet important look in the mirror. I saw your other post. And I don't think you're being too sensitive. You were nervous and paid for someone to walk you through your first time. Anyone would assume that this would mean some understanding and certainly not poking fun. I think this was bad luck and you found someone who was a bit emotionally immature. I think if you tried again and looked for someone who seems more mature or compassionate, the outcome would be better. If you want to find a genuine connection, I think the most important part is working on yourself. I see other people recommending the gym, but honestly I think you mostly need to work on your confidence. People gain weight, people age, and that often means losing hair. Not everyone looks like a model. You don't have a lot of experience right now, which I'm sure affects your confidence as well. But that doesn't mean that you don't have anything to offer. Make some women friends to get comfortable talking to them. If you have hobbies, see if you meet anyone through those. Don't go on apps where people swipe with barely a thought. If you have money, invest in a matchmaker. They'll sort through some mess for you. Personification of Reddit asking for dating advice. Okay, first step. Don't date. Improve yourself. Make yourself desirable to others. Probably less time on Reddit. All women want is confidence and kindness. After a year working on yourself, you'll be good to go. I feel like you should have been treated better by this escort. That was really rude of her. If you want to feel better, I encourage you to try, but recognize it's not easy. There is some good advice here, like a personal trainer, if you can do that.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. ThrowRACupcak is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.